What's up, y'all? Happy Saturn Day, as in the planet, and epic tropical Virgo full moon. Like, wow, I think recently we had one of the most dangerous days to date. I don't know, it seems like everything went wrong. The only thing that didn't go wrong was that I did not, in fact, bust my head open on a kettlebell. Other things that did not go wrong were both arms remaining safe and secure in their respective shoulder sockets. I was certain that when I started snatch prep, if I were to use a barbell, one or more of my arms, as if I have more than two, would somehow just rip off. It amazes me to watch these Olympic lifting masters of their craft just beautifully execute these movements. And it is so inspiring to get into the gym every day, and even if it's only like 5 to 10 minutes of this type of preparation, it's just getting in that good habit of telling the mind and body that it is willing to put in the effort to achieve something. Squatting in snatch prep with a 45-pound barbell is ridiculously hard. I don't know if you could call what I did squatting. I just don't even know if that's a squat. I know it probably looked really dangerous. What was happening with my knee, I felt no pain at all during that. I did, however, almost bust ass again, similarly to the kettlebell incident 3 days prior. But I am super blessed with ninja reflex skills, and those issues really have never been a problem for me. Everyone works out at their own risk. Everyone trains at their own risk. And I'm certainly not the first person, to almost splat myself across the squat platform. So, another thing to note is that a 45-pound barbell feels about 5 times heavier when your arms are spread out like that. Like, wow. That stuff is so heavy, and it's so humbling to be so overwhelmed by it. I'm really thinking it's going to take about 3 solid years to even get to the level of mass and strength that I would want to, and I am so passionate and ready to commit fully to that process. No matter what comes of it or doesn't come of it, I think that it's one of the best things you can do as you temporarily inhabit this flesh vessel. Why not, as Socrates said, go about fulfilling its optimal potential and not regret that you ever deprived such a vessel its full activated awesomeness. So as you can tell right now, probably you can tell, I'm getting completely smashed by these hip thrusts. Smith thrusts for a win must, and that win is a strong backside. These sleeping gluteus have slept too long. Maleficent has had her way back and forth, and the gluteus just aren't taking it anymore. They say no more of this, no more of this. That's right, now it's time to take off these 35-pound plates and add some 45ers. We're going to take it up a few notches. That way, those gluteus can no longer be pancakes flapping in a strong wind. Flapjackies of drooping despair. Concaving kahunas of the backside. Whatever you want to call them, no longer will they be flat and weak and helpless and pointless. Correct, that's why we are spending so much time. I don't know about you, but I am all about as many sets as you need, as many reps as you need. Fail that shit over and over and over. Go till you know. I just don't see the point in any other approach. Unless, of course, that approach leads you to everlasting injury And that's not something that I'm for. But that's why you really cultivate that body awareness, that body intelligence, or rather the body already has intelligence, but you establish a firm bridge and network so as to be able to effectively listen to the body signals and apply them accordingly. All right, it's box jump time. I believe this is a 30-inch box, and I really want to get up to 36 inches by the end of the year. Maybe that's possible, maybe not, but it's good to set goals and try to work toward them. Now it's all about the box jumps to, I don't know, a pseudo burpee / push-up. I'm realizing that I'm really not incorporating a consistent amount of body weight exercises at home. Like, I feel like I should at least be doing your standard calisthenics daily. I don't have this sort of set programming where it's like isolating muscle groups or it's like push-pull days. I'm just about pretty much doing anything I want until that body part begins to tell me that it needs rest. So I'll work the same body part day after day after day until I fatigue it, until it hits its failure and it says, rest me. And so I do. Woohoo! 116, and that is early in the morning. What? And finally leveling up these handstands into a place of stillness. It's definitely not the hollow hold, but I will work on that. I had no elbow pain today. I've been pretty modestly massaging that fascia from the wrist through the forearm into the tricep, and I can already tell it's worked wonders. So super happy about that. No elbow pain. Now we're about to get into the flippy flips. But before that happens, I think I did check the phone one time to see what a hollow hold looks like, just to remind myself, even though I've watched like 1,000 videos. And I think this next attempt is going to be that, yes. And I quickly realized that I do not have the muscle memory or the ability to do that in a safe way. And so I began to fall over and was like, let's get out of this in a very super safe manner since, 2 accidents have not almost happened, but could have happened. How about that? I don't think that those accidents were even close to happening, in my opinion, but it could have happened had you not had those well-established ninja reflexes. Okay, there it is. Tumbling 101 remedial lessons on a concrete floor. So today turned out to be no such day for a long run, or any run for that matter. And one of the most important things for me is both knowing and applying that knowledge as to when to rest and relax. So it's basically like I was priming myself to listen to myself relative to myself. I'm definitely in need of a more active recovery. Definitely went hard on some high intensity threshold type of running recently. Really fully enjoyed that, but very humbled at the reality that I need to train in order to be able to train. And I need to absolutely both have the ability to recognize when my body is saying, don't do this. Rest. Do mobility stuff. Go do some yin yoga. Like, go do some deep breathing. Go deliver orders, but don't run right now. And I think for a lot of people that's difficult, especially speaking from personal experience, it's difficult to understand and to accept that you just are not in the right physical type of space transiently. Doesn't mean it's always going to be that way, but right now it is not the case that you should be even doing a low-key zone 1, zone 2 run. Walking, absolutely. And can you enjoy this walk? Can you fully acknowledge that this walk is just as essential for you? The rest is just as essential for you as the activity. And how is rest itself not an activity? It's a yin activity. Actually, okay, so rowing would be just fine, low-key, zone 1, zone 2. And so would skiing, the ski erg. That would be fine, but my legs, not today legs, not today. Upper body, sure. Core work, of course. So I think this is just a programming error on my part. This is just poor programming. This is just loving running too much and not eating enough. I'm starving.